Hi, good evening. My name is Donna Maloney-Brown, and for those who may not be aware, I'm running for council in the upcoming municipal election in Claremont. Election day is September 28th, with an advanced poll taking place Saturday, September 25th. I respectfully ask for your vote, your support, on whichever date you choose to cast your ballot. For the past 14 years, my family and I have called Claremont our home. I have incredibly fond memories of Claremont as a child growing up in Sweet Bay. It was always such a treat to be able to come to Claremont shopping. Nicky's Nook and the Claremont Co-op and the chain store and the pop shop were just four of our favorite places. It seems quite fitting that Claremont has become my forever home, given its attachment to my younger years in Sweet Bay. I strongly believe in Claremont. It's an incredible community and a great place to live, work, and play. Its strategic location, providing easy access to and from the Burin, Bonavista, and Avalon Peninsulas, truly makes it the hub of the East Coast. And my commitment to this community is evident by my strong record of volunteerism. Currently, I'm chair of the Claremont Trails Committee. I'm president of the Rotary Club of Claremont. I'm a founding member of Soul Sisters, past chair and current member of Our Lady of Fatima Parish Council, a board member of the Bonavista Biennale and chair of the Bonavista Biennale Community Advisory Committee, a board member of the Claremont Co-op, a member of the Co-op Lions Club 50/50 Committee, and coordinator of corporate sponsorship for the Claremont Nordic Ski Club. I'm also a member of the Claremont Heritage Society and the Smith Sound Film Festival. And we had an awesome festival last Friday night, the 17th of September. Thank you all so much for everybody who came out and supported this neat little film festival right in your community. I will tell you that none of these volunteer commitments feel like work. And I 100% believe that I get more than I give. It's a really rewarding experience, a really great feeling to feel that you're contributing to one's community and that you're helping make it a better place for all of us and for our children. What's important to me about Claremont is that we continue to move forward in a positive and progressive fashion, that we continue to make Claremont a strong, inviting, and inclusive community where everyone feels welcome and engaged, that we have programs and services that benefit all residents, and that our infrastructure needs meet the needs of a vibrant and growing community. To that end, I believe a strong economic foundation is an essential component of a strong and healthy Claremont, one that retains existing businesses and works to attract new and diverse ones, that provides meaningful employment and a healthy revenue stream to fund programs and services, that builds strong relationships with the wider community, and fosters a sense of community identity by engaging in charitable and community causes. I also believe that an economic development officer is integral to achieving this strong economic foundation by being the point person for economic growth and development in coordination, perhaps with the Claremont Area Chamber of Commerce. In addition to the points just noted, an economic development officer would seek out and pursue different funding sources at different levels of government, thus providing an incredible opportunity for our town to access valuable dollars towards various projects, initiatives, and events. Some may ask, how can we afford to fund such a position? I ask, how can we not? I also believe that a comprehensive tourism strategy is an essential component of moving Claremont forward. This strategy would highlight our various attractions and our various facilities, as well as identify goals and activities to enhance these attractions and facilities. This strategy would also mandate the importance of working with local and regional stakeholders, for example, government departments, local service districts, and other municipalities, non-government organizations, tourism operators and outfitters, to showcase and promote what Claremont has to offer. White Hill Ski Resort, the Cornwall Mills Nordic Center, the Trailway, the Claremont Trail Network, the Eastlink Event Center, the Marina, and a multitude of other amenities within our community that offer awesome opportunities to both residents and visitors alike. I also believe it imperative that we continue with the principles of an age-friendly community. Outdoor spaces and buildings, transportation, housing, social participation, respect and inclusion, civic participation and employment, communication and information, as well as community support and health services. As I've already noted in a previous Facebook post dated September 17th, these principles benefit not just older adults and seniors, but all residents of our community. I'm also committed to ensuring that our annual commitments to water and sewer and infrastructure is maintained, and that land, residential, and commercial development is implemented in a sustainable, organized, and aesthetically pleasing fashion, in keeping with town regulations and guidelines. Finally, I hope to help foster a greater sense of community inclusion by creating a welcoming strategy for newcomers to our town. We all benefit when individuals choose to move to Clarenville, to make it their new home. Let's strive to ensure that they feel welcome and engaged by extending warm greetings, helping hands, and practical and useful information that will make their arrival a little smoother and stress-free. Think welcoming kits and integration host. I'd like to now take a few moments to address several questions that have been posed to all candidates by the Clarenville Chamber of Commerce. What will be my strategy for attracting new businesses to Clarenville? As mentioned already, an economic development officer would be an essential part of this strategy for the reasons I've already mentioned. I also believe that maintaining a competitive business tax rate and not implementing burdensome regulations help foster an attractive environment for businesses to set up shop. I'd also showcase the many amenities Clarenville has to offer to new residents, including individuals and families, and to highlight its strategic location to all three peninsulas, as also noted above, in particular the Burin and the Bonavista peninsulas. This place, this town, this community is a service center for both the Burin and the Bonavista Peninsula. We have key government services here. We have an Eastern Health Department. We have an Advanced Education and Skills Department, which I now believe is called Immigration, Population Growth and Skills. We have a Children's, Seniors, and Social Development Department. We have a Justice Department. We have a Personnel Department. We have a Forestry Department. We have a hospital, medical clinics, pharmacies, outdoor amenities, an Eastlink Event Center, a marina. All these elements combined make Clarenville an attractive place for businesses to set up shop and for individuals and families to relocate to, as well as our older adults and seniors. And let's not forget affordable housing for our older adults and seniors. What would be my plan to keep Clarenville's debt and debt-to-service ratio under control? Budgeting is, of course, a major component of keeping finances on track, as is budget, forecast, and projections. Creating a wish list of town needs and priorities so that we have a sense of what's needed and what we can afford in the short term and the long term, and to pursue projects that can be cost shared with federal and provincial levels of government when and wherever possible. Borrowing funds at the lowest possible interest rate and completing and fully repaying any loans that we borrow and paying for any projects before taking on additional projects and loans. What are my thoughts on the poll tax and whether or not the town can afford to discontinue this tax? Nobody likes taxes. Nobody in particular likes the poll tax. However, it's my strong belief that all individuals who live and work in Clarenville and who benefit from the programs and the services and the infrastructure within our town that we have to offer has a responsibility to help support the cost of these programs and these services and this infrastructure. Nobody wants to pay taxes, but we accept that it's a necessary part of living in a vibrant and fast-growing community, one with many competing needs and priorities. I fully recognize that some individuals have a greater ability to pay than others. So perhaps that's something that our town can look at. Maybe there can be some sort of a payment option that similar to what property owners are able to pay, their property taxes along with their monthly mortgage. And perhaps we can make the poll tax, or whatever we want to call it, fee for service tax or whatever, we can make it commensurate with income. So that's something that we looked at, so it's not placing an undue burden on lower income earners. But yes, I do support all residents in our communities who live and work in our communities to support the community tax base, to support our programs and services, but doing so in a way that doesn't cause undue hardship to them. Does the town have the funds to pay for an economic development officer is the fourth question posed by the Chamber of Commerce. As I've already noted, how can we not afford to pay? The benefits that an economic development officer can bring to this community are really immeasurable in terms of helping to attract new businesses, retaining existing businesses, which both in turn will increase our business tax base. This helps fund necessary programs and services and infrastructure. This person would also be solely responsible for seeking out various funding sources with the different levels of government and submitting proposals to these funding sources. This could help our town in terms of different projects, as I've already noted, different initiatives, different events. The White Hills Ski Resort in terms of looking at, expanding it into more of a year-round operation. Our Nordic ski trails often access, funding, to do work on their trails, maintenance and upgrades to their trails. The Trailway can access, different funding opportunities from different levels of government with the help of an economic development officer. Our Claremont Trail Network, our marina, the potential there is unlimited. This person, as I noted, this will be their mandate to seek out and submit proposals for funding, along with attracting and retaining existing businesses. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, for listening to my priorities if I am elected to council for the town of Claremont. Absolutely feel free to connect with me, either via messenger, phone, text, or in person. I'm out and about in the community all the time, and I live just down here in the Shoal Harbour area. Once again, I respectfully ask for your support on Election Day. But just as importantly, make sure you get it and vote. Your vote is your voice. I'd like to thank the Claremont Area Chamber of Commerce for requesting that candidates do these videos and posing the 4 really important questions. Certainly they have the capacity to stimulate some important conversation and some important debate. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure you vote on Election Day or on the advanced poll, either the 25th for the advanced poll or the 28th on Election Day. And I again ask for your support. Thank you.